My name is Rick. I want to give you a brief overview of setting up your cabinet. I want to thank you again for your purchase. This is how to set up a hot water unit. Once you get it unpackaged and you open it up, you'll find that inside there's an instruction package. And that's basically what we're going to go over today. That being said, I do want to warn you that if you're putting your hands in here, there are clamps here. They get little sharp edges to them, so you want to be sure you're not getting too close so you don't get cut up on that. So when you first open your package, you're going to notice that there's a faucet in here, some strainers, little soap, the manuals, and the warranties for your hot water heater and your pump. So one of the first things you're going to do is on here, you're going to see that there's a faucet in here. We disconnect it so it's not so high when we ship it. We don't want it to break. You simply take that out of the package and you screw it on top, and it's hand tight only. When you look inside this cabinet, you want to work on the left-hand side and you want to move to the right. So you want to take off this blue jug. You want to take out your 5-gallon water jug, and you want to look at this hose. You want to look at this cord right here. You want to put this right through there, plug that in, and be sure that that's on. Back to this supply jug. You can go ahead and use any 5-gallon jug. If you do decide to use something else, be sure if you have the cap on, it's got a little hose on it, because that pump will suck the water out of it so much it'll just collapse that jug. That being said, you're going to fill this up with water to the top, reinsert the hose. I like to bend this hose because it has a natural curl to it. And when you set it back in the jug, you want to be sure you twist it a little bit so it gets tucked into that corner right quick. Back with your drainage jug, you want to put that in. Okay, now you're ready to go. You got power and everything. So the next thing we're going to move on to is our pump. You want to take this cord right here, you plug that in, and it'll immediately start working. The most important thing to remember is that we want this hot water heater tank filled with water, because it does have a heating element in it, and if you plug it in prematurely with no water in it, it will actually burn up the element. So before we get to that, the water's rolling. It's going, feeding through the lines. We have color-coded lines, blue being cold, and the hot coming off the tank is red, of course. So as the water starts moving, you want to open them faucets up on top, and all the air that we test it with will come out of the line, and it'll start spitting and sputtering. As soon as you get clear water coming out of the faucets, more than half of this water will be gone because this needs to get filled up. You simply shut off all those valves. You can at this time refill this jug so you're topped off. But the last thing you do is you take this cord, the white one, and you plug that in. That gives power to the hot water heater. And you take this thermostat dial here, and you want to turn it about 3/4 of the way. You'll hear it clicking to come on. 3/4 of the way, and that'll heat that water up in about 10 minutes to about 140 degrees. It is an adjustable thermostat, so you can work on adjusting the temperature so it's not too hot. Let me talk to you a little bit about our features. Like I said, I'll go back to this. We use PEX plumbing line. It's real plumbing line. It's tested up to 200 PSI. We tested at 20, but you shouldn't have any problems with that. The pump, we've been dealing with C-Flow as a manufacturer for quite some time. They give us a 4-year warranty on these. EcoTemp, we've been using with them. We've been working with them and using them for quite some time. There's a 1-year warranty on this pump. So that pretty much goes over the overview of setting it up, and we're going to fast forward a little bit and show you how everything works and do a little troubleshooting in our next video. Again, thank you so much for the purchase, and I'm hoping this helps you out. Thank you. Okay, through the power of a video, we're able to show you this unit all set up. It's very important that this GFI is in the on position, so it's nice and red. That shows you got power. That's the first thing. Your pump will only pump on demand with the faucets. Your hot water heater is now filled. It's turned 3/4 of the way. And if you can get a shot of this, This green light shows you that it's ready for use and it's at temperature. The red light will come on only when it's reheating, and if you use a lot of water, it'll bring it up to temperature. Back again to this. This is set on 3/4 of the way. It's very hot, approximately 140 degrees, and this unit's all ready to go. So if you look up on top here, this is how it should work on demand. When you turn this on, you'll hear the pump running, and you'll turn that off. I'm going to show you the hot water side as well. And you can't see it, but I can feel it, and it's very hot. So you get ample amount of pressure, and as I told you, once you shut the unit off, you won't hear the pump anymore. You can leave that on as you wish, or you can just unplug it for the evening at the end of the day and then reheat everything up in the morning. That goes over, that pretty much is our overview, and I'm just thinking if I missed anything. These lines are all set, so this yellow little tag here indicates that we've air tested them. So you shouldn't have a problem with any of the plumbing as it's tested at 20 psi. If you do have a problem where you're not getting draw from your pump, you need to check this fitting here. Be sure that that's tight. If there's a leak in there, it'll sputter and it won't shut off. You need to be sure that this unit down here is tight. That's a filter. And you also need to be sure that this is tight. If you're still having issues with the draw, 90% of the time it's coming from the intake. So there's a little air gap here somewhere. Might want to tighten that. Might want to tighten this. Be sure that this is snug. And this is the discharge to the up top. So as you can see, the lines are color coded. Red being hot, blue being cold, of course. So as it leaves the pump, it splits. This goes to the cold water side up on top here. This feeds the hot water side. And then when you turn your hot water on, it releases that hot water in a tank and it disperses it from up above. So I hope this helps out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a message on the website and we'll get back to you as soon as we can for any additional issues that I haven't covered. Thank you again for your purchase, and I hope this helps you out.